Okay guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Jay Ayyo. So today I'm coming to you to bring something that has happened in the island of Jamaica, specifically Copper Falls, Trelawney. That's in Falmouth. So basically what has happened, a group of residents who have been living on a piece of island in the district or in the parish or in the district of Falmouth has had their houses demolished. A lot of the people whose houses, over 20 houses, got demolished, and a lot of the people in the community have been shaken by the incident. Now, for individuals who are not familiar, Jamaica is an island that has 14 parishes. Trelawney, Falmouth is one of those parishes. Now, the community of Copper Falls, Trelawney, whether it is determined that it is an unofficial community, meaning it's not been given like a specific name and it's been designated by the government, that's needless to say. Now, Jamaica has a land problem, specifically titling people's land. It's expensive to title land, meaning, so let's say somebody's parent gave their child a land, but the parent passed away. The way how it works in Jamaica, you have to transfer the title of the name holder who had it to your name, and that is an arduous process. Needless to say, there is something called the squatters right, which informally in Jamaica, what that is that somebody can go live on a piece of land for say about 12 years. Upon the 12th year, they can make a claim, a legal claim in the court to say, I would like to buy this land and have first rights to it. Now, there's two distinctions. So a squatter is an individual who lives on a piece of land that is not their own. A tenant is somebody who pays an agreed sum to live on a property. Now let's say you were a tenant and you decided to stop paying. That doesn't make you a squatter. Now the process for getting someone off your land is difficult in Jamaica. So you have to serve a notice, a 30-day notice to the individual who is squatting on your land, so that they have what you'd call due process to know, okay, they need to get their affairs in order to move from the land. Now, there is equally another issue where you could have landowners who have land and they don't pay for the tax. Now, let's say you are the squatter, go and pay for the tax all up front. Technically, that property can become yours. Now, the squatters get rights to the land through adverse possession, and that is through the courts, and that is a legal process. However, when you have people who live on a piece of land, they aren't given notice, their houses are demolished, and they've just left in limbo, it creates a problem. The problem it creates is that, was due process followed out or was due process given? By that I mean, in this case, what happened in Coppersfield was that police came, tractor came, and the tractor just started to demolish pieces of property, pieces of land, bed, furniture. When people got there, people weren't even able to identify what was theirs from what wasn't. Now, as it pertains to this, the Member of Parliament, the Honourable Hamilton, who is the Member of Parliament representing that parish or constituency, had to come in. She didn't even know what to do. She only could listen to concerns. The councillor for the area or division said it was a complete unfair situation that occurred and should have more information, more, you know, what we would say, timing to give people to prepare their affairs in order. Now, the owner of the land has said that this has been an ongoing issue. It is a legal matter which has a caveat, which means basically it has a legal ruling in that something has to be followed before. Now, the court had ordered that the individual residents should have first right to buy a piece of the property. Now, this piece of property had a number of had a dollar sum of about $1 million Jamaican dollars, And for people who usually are squatters, they're not really rich and they don't have a whole lot of money. So I would have wanted to figure out how would they be given first rights to property when they really don't have much money. It would have to be like put down, or on installments. Now, also dividing land in Jamaica is also difficult because they'd have to division it off and parcel it up. So that's why you have a lot of people going to different random pieces of parcels and just living there and hoping that they get rights to property. Yes, you as a squatter, if you live on the land for 12 years, have rights to the property, but you just living on it for inordinate amount of time doesn't just guarantee everything, especially if you have an owner who wants to use their land. And so it begs the question of how the government regulates land law and how they pass it down and how they make it easier for individuals to build on, squatters to have access to land, and which is why the government of Jamaica is pushing to title land for individuals who haven't done so. But it really is an arduous process, and this is a prime example where individuals are being disenfranchised at the end of the day. So further out of this situation is that the residents have had to go to live with other family members. The Honourable Junior Minister Honourable Tova Hamilton said this is something that she's going to discuss with the Prime Minister to see how they can help. But was the owner in the wrong to do this? Was the owner of the land wrong to kick people who are on his land for an inordinate amount of years off his property? That I will leave you all to comment in the comment section down below. Was the owner wrong? Should the government get involved? Should the squatters get access to the land, and so forth? Guys, those are my few comments on the situation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.